Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 action. We have a 3v3 land battle here for you. This one has been sent to us by Eric. And as always, let's go over the players in the field of battle, quickly go over our army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we have playing as Epirus, Eric, playing as Parthia, Starkiller 556, and playing as Saba here in the center, we have Billy T. Sherm. Way over yonder here we have playing as Misasely, B-Sword, or BS Word. Either way. I think it's B-Sword. B-Sword, not Sword. Jesus Christ, I'm saying the W. Alright, that's it. See you guys later. I'm going playing as Seleucid, we have Luskif 97? Luiskf 97. And then playing as Boyai, we have Kyle Perry 19. So we will start with this side of the arm comps, and then we'll go over to that side. So Boyai is bringing. We have, looks like, some Levy Freeman, Celtic Warriors, Sword Followers, Oathsworn General in the front lines, nonetheless. Sword Followers, Celtic Warriors, mix of Sword Followers, Celtic Warriors, and Oathsworn across the board. We have some Heavy Horse in the back, Light Horse up front, and then in the back we have 2 units of Axe Warriors and Levy Freeman. No Archers, Slingers, or Skirmish Cab. Interesting. Misasely is bringing. In the back we have Armored Desert Cavalry, 3 units of that, possibly more. Armored Numidian Riders, Numidian Noble Cav Gen, 2 Numidian Cavalries on the wings of that unit there. We have Slave Infantry way in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Armored Numidian Spearmen. These guys are like the top tier spear units that the Satan can bring, so they're kind of expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a decently funded match, you know. And then we have 4 units of one of my favorite units in the game, Heavy Numidian Skirmishers. Seleucid is bringing away on the flanks 2 units of Eastern Spearmen. We have a front line of Persian Archers and Eastern Slingers, it looks like, Persian Light Archers. Hillmen behind them, and then we have 2 units of Thorax Swords, 4 units of Thorax Swords, 2 units of Thorax Pikes, Silver Shield Sword General, and then we have Median Cav, Helena Cataphracts, and Azat Knights. Moving way on over here, Epirus is bringing. We got a Mercenary Indian War Elephant. We have Hellenic Royal Cataphract General, 2 Thessalian Cav, Citizen Cav, Aspis Companion Cav, front line of Etruscan Hoplites, Mercenary Italian Spears, and then the Militia Hoplites, and then I didn't even notice this at first. And then we got some War Dogs. Keep in mind, remember, these War Dogs can do a number, especially against Eastern Spearmen, against Hillmen, and of course against these lightly armored ranged units right up in the front here. They're also extremely good against cab units. Saba is bringing lots of Camel Cataphracts. I see Sabian Camel Cataphracts across the board. On this left flank over here, we have Marib Camel Cataphracts as the general. Looks like 2 Sabian Swordsmen, 2 Mercenary Mazgat Marauders, and Mercenary Marib Guard, and then a front line of Slingers across the board. Parthia is bringing. We have hidden over here, we have 2 Camel Cataphracts of their own. We have some medium cav, or Median cav. Noble Blood cav, 4 units of Mercenary Sarmatian Horse Archers, 2 units of Parthian Foot Archers, and then we have some Persian Hoplites on the flank, another unit of Persian Hoplites, and then a front line of Parthian Swordsmen. So, and then this general unit is Royal Cataphracts. So, 14 minutes, 16 seconds on the clock. Let's get this one started. It'll be interesting to see if Epirus, how long he holds on to the dogs, right? We're going to have to wait to see I feel like, I mean, especially with this, I mean, if they were just doing a ridiculous meme battle, I'm sure the dogs would have got sent off right away. But in this instance, I'm sure we'll be looking for an opportune moment to send these hounds off.
Advance at speed.
But Saba moving to the extreme left, Epirus in tow. Moving on forward. I mean, this is going to be a juggling act. I mean, obviously Saba came over here with his units to support Epirus because he does have 6 units of dogs. So he's short on the infantry, so they really need to be able to hammer down and do an incredible amount of damage against Seleucid with the cav. That's going to be key here. Dogs have been set loose. Wow, he's just going for it. I mean, you know what? With the front line of just archers, light archers, and then hillmen, these dogs will have a field day. So it won't be too much of a problem. Pikes have moved forward, though. Here's the thing, too, I would imagine. Yeah, they're in melee, not in combat. But yeah, who's losing? The archers, I'm assuming? Yeah, they're losing. Getting pulled back. But now the hillmen are going to be dealing with them. Still, the hillmen are not going to do great. I would think, too, that if he tried to move his thorax swords forward to try and jabby the dogs, that it wouldn't actually work all that well. Meanwhile, over here, we have... Oof, man, it is a full-on brawl over here. Misasely, his skirmisher cav, one of them managed to get away. Another one, however, is getting harassed pretty readily. Numidian noble cav riding on away. And look at this. Epirus is just trying his hardest to hold down Seleucid's cav. Meanwhile, Epirus's elephants are probably going to get in here. Yep. Come right around and smash into this rear line here. Dogs managing to... Looks like they're not doing too good against the pikes, actually. You think that maybe that they would, but not the case. They're winning decisively, though. Some of them are, at least. And here come the elephants charging right on in. Dog handlers holding up the thorax swords over here. Definitely not worth engaging, in my opinion. Way over here, though, what's going on? I'm focusing too much on one side. So far, nothing really. I mean, the Sarmatian horse archers are over here unmolested, too, since Boyai brought no ranged units with him, and they're just going to be able to harass the armored desert cav and the Numidian noble riders over here and draw them out. Meanwhile, over here, front lines, slingers from Saba are getting torn up by the light horse. Rib guards moving forward, but over here, it's just, oof, where are the elephants? Elephants just getting into everything. 173 kills so far, up to 77. Oh, right in the back of the pikes. Love to see it. Nice charge right in the back of the pikes. Going to get into the slave infantry and the hillmen as well. This is going to have them break relatively quickly, I would imagine. One of Epirus's spear units, or no, I'm sorry, this is just a Thessalian cav. Wow, oh my god. Epirus chasing down Misasely's gen, really going hard after him, managed to catch him, pin him down. I'm not sure how well the Thessalian cav is going to do, though. I mean, look at that melee defense for the Numidian noble cav, 53, jeez. So, I mean, he got them away, so they're not going to be able to buff anybody. What do they have? Yeah, raise banner and rally. Yeah, Thessalian cav's not going to win. But he's holding them down. He's keeping them away from the rest of the front line. So there's not being... Misasely's general isn't able to provide any type of arrow support. And then he has the Numidian cav coming on over, too, I guess, to try and help. But honestly... he doesn't need any help. He should have brought these guys back over here to focus down on everything that's going on over here. Elephant still rampaging about, not out of control though, up to 664 kills. Soon to be the number of the beast, and then not again as the kills go up rapidly. Look at all these thorax swords just clumped together. Oh, this is beautiful. Love to see it for an elephant unit. Just all these clumped up units, but he's going to have to be careful. We've got the pikes moving forward. They're going to catch these guys if they're not careful. But look at this big charge from Saba coming in, just smashing right into this heap of units over here. Meanwhile, over here, Boya is completely engaged with Parthia's front line. Swordsmen are not doing great at all, but this, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a delay tactic. We all know that Parthia doesn't have the greatest infantry units, and that they're very cav-heavy focused. So if he can hold them down and be able to get into the rear and do some rear charges, that'll be terrific. But also, I'm imagining that he's counting on Saba and Epirus to really dismantle Seleucid and Masacely as quickly as they possibly can, and then just wrap around and completely envelop Boii. Which, I mean, Seleucid's pretty much done for. It doesn't really have much left. Elephants are out of control, up to 833 kills so far. Doing a terrific job. Silver Shield Swordsman General, no kills, down to 35 men. Woo, doggy. Epirus' generals roving about, looking for some targets, down to 57 men, up to 300 kills. Citizens Cav, 76. Actually, that's pretty good, honestly. I feel like we never see Citizen Cav do that well. And over here at this land, Cav managed to hold out for quite a while, and still, I mean, they're holding up 3 units of Masacely's units. I feel like it would have been better off if they had come over here to try and harass some of Saba's units, but we're going to get a big charge into the rear of these spearmen. Ooh, my god. And they are losing decisively against the mercenary of Mazgat and Waters. These guys are pretty wicked. Although the armored Numidian spears do have a pretty nasty melee defense. And they do get shield screen. I think I might have went with shield screen if I was going to just get the melee defense. Boost. I think it boosts their armor as well. Look at this. Masacely in the rear, going to rear charge Parthia here. Oh, how the turntables. And yeah, Parthia over here is getting pretty beat up. Parthia's getting beat up. His Royal Cataphract General pulling away. Meanwhile, Epirus is going to charge right on enemies. Osworn probably going to get a nice little charge off since they are not in a cohesive line at the moment.
As you command.
Big charge. Citizen Cav getting routed by some Levy Freemen. No surprise there. Even though Levy Freemen are a bit of a trash unit, they are, I mean, they're spears. So, I mean, look at that bonus versus large. 25. That's pretty impressive, right? Compared to everyone else, I mean, 15. What do they get? They get 15 bonus versus large. So, yeah, for Levy Freeman having a 25 bonus versus large, that's pretty nice. Seleucid over here is, for the most part, done for. They do have at least, I mean, 1 unit of Thorax Pikes that is fairly in relatively good strength. Epirus still has his Aspis Companion Cavalry. Holy crap, Sally sells, she sells by the seashore. Moving around, looking for something to get into. Up to 82 kills, down to 58 men, so it's still a pretty healthy unit. If you can find something to go after, I mean, especially if you can get into the Numidian Noble Cavalry, that would be terrific. Mercenary Marib Guard going after the Numidian Cav over here. It looks like the Masacely player was not paying attention, so that's 1 more unit that he's going to lose. And there's 31 men there left in that unit. That's still substantial for a Cav unit. Meanwhile, over here, Parthia's front line has been completely annihilated, and Boii is now on the move to try and aid his allies, but honestly, he's getting held up by Saba a little bit here, not a whole lot. What does he have left? Let's see, we have Axe Warriors, 1 Osworn unit, 291 kills, down to 61 men. Sword Followers, and then 2 Levy Freemen. Another Sword Follower unit, and of course he has his Heavy Horse as well, along with his Osworn General, who looks like pretty good spirits and a decent size unit left too. Parthian Foot Archers managed to come back from being routed. Hopefully they'll be able to get some shots off without really being noticed right off the bat. Alright, here we go. Masacely, for the most part, is pretty much gone. Seleucid's over here once again, kind of clumped up. Pike's facing the opposite direction. Love to see that. Doing some forward thinking and trying to prevent getting charged in the rear as his Thorax Pikes deal with the mercenary Etruscan Hoplites. Let's take a look at their stats real quick, actually. The Etruscan Hoplites, 32-29 for melee attack and weapon damage. Bonus for large is 20, so that's not too bad, actually. And melee defense, 61, armor, 85. Not terrible, not great. Personally, I've never used them, but I mean, you guys know how I feel about spears and hoplites in general, at least in the vanilla version of the game. They're not as good as they should be. That's why I never use them. But in pitch land battles, spear units definitely come in handy, especially if you're going. I mean, Boei does get some pretty nasty horse units, so does Precisely, and Seleucid does too, actually, for that matter. But it looks like Boei is starting to fall apart a little bit. Aspis Companion Cab up to not 471 kills. Let's see, can we find out? 117, not bad. So they managed to do pretty well for themselves. Truscan Hoplite's going to take on the Oathsworn units. Definitely not going to go their way, but they are just kind of holding them in place. Hopefully somebody will be able to get around the rear and charge into the back of this Oathsworn unit. Hellenic Royal Cavalry. I'm going to charge right on in to these sword followers. Huge charge. Sabian Cavalry Cataphract's going to charge right into the back of these Oathsworn. Definitely a unit you want to get rid of, especially it being so depleted. I mean, it was up to 36. Now it's down to 24. A 36-man unit against an 80-man unit of Mazgat Marauders. They probably wouldn't have been able to win that. But here we go. Boei has been thoroughly dismantled for the most part. Seleucid's still kind of holding on with his pikes. I feel like his pikes are the one thing that's actually keeping him alive the most. Especially if his micro's good and is able to move them around fast enough to counter the cab. But that is going to be the problem, isn't it? Because you only have 2 pikes left. Your regular infantry is fairly depleted, probably out of jabbies too, and there is still a number of cab units on the field of battle, depleted as they may be. So, Royal Cataphract from Parthia, 410 kills, just going to get some nice cycle charges in. Here comes the Hellenic Royal Cav, my bad, from Epirus. Looking for a target. Seleucid's moving on over. Is this general dead? No. Is their general dead? No, not yet. Yeah, Sword Followers going to be gone pretty soon. Truscan Hoplites naturally are losing. No surprise there. And now it's just going to be trying to defeat Seleucid. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. I mean, they are in shield wall, so that it is going to mitigate a charge somewhat from the front, but not from the rear. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think maybe I would stick the general right in here, right, and then take this unit of thorax swords and just make a little bit of a triangle, you know. Can't noob box it. You don't really have that many units left. I mean, he could, but they're engaged. So he could noob triangle it, right? So Seleucid is done for. Not Seleucid. Boei is done for. He does have a unit of Axe Warriors coming on back, but they're probably going to get charged by these camels, I would imagine. And then Seleucid, for all intents and purposes, is going to be gone relatively soon. Honestly, these Mazgat Marauders probably should have charged into this gap. I mean, look, even if... Well, they're going to start to rout, so I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? And there we go. 5 seconds left. All right. So... Damn, almost 3,000 kills, almost. Eric getting a whopping 2,896 kills, most of everybody here. 504 for his general, well done. Woo, almost. Only 98 away from breaking 1,000. Love to see it. 902 for the mercenary Indian war elephants. Aspis Companion Cab getting 117. Citizen Cab getting 148. Wow, nice. Love to see it. Well done there. 59 for the Thessalian Cav, 49 for the other Thessalian Cav, 80 and 131 for the Mercenary Etruscan Hoplites, 14 for the Mercenary Italian Spears, and 39 for the Militia Hoplites. And then the Dogs, 163, 158, 134, 134, 139, and 125. Whew, my God. Starkiller 556 getting 1,743 kills, 483 for his general. Well done. Love to see it. Camel Cataphracts getting 381 and 130. Noble Blood Cav getting 125. Median Cav getting 14. Mercenary Sarmatian Horse Archers 27, 8, and 12. 80 and 60 for the Persian Foot Archers. And then the front line here of the Parthian Swordsmen and Persian Hoplites. 24, 64, 139, and 140. So well done there. 6, 10, 16, and 24. Billy T. Sherm getting 2,382 kills. 261 for the Marib Camel Cataphract General. Say that 5 times fast. Sabian Camel Cataphracts getting 110, 117, 471, 163, and 139. Slinger is not really doing all that great, but what do you expect? 11, 6, 49, and 13. Mercenary Marib Guard, 50, 144, and 132. 205 and 178 for the Mercenary Mazgat Marauders, and then 23 and 102 for the Sabian Swordsman. B Sword getting 1,510 kills, 83 for the Numidian Noble Cav, 77 and 208 for the Armored Desert Cav, and then 5 as well. That's another unit there, isn't it? So well done with the 1. Armored Numidian Riders getting 128, 168, and 179. 24 and 30 for the Numidian Cav. 131, 108, and 62 for the Heavy Numidian Skirmishers. So well done for those two. 24, 10, 109, 104, and 21 for the Armored Numidian Spearmen. 17 for the Gatuli Tribesmen. I didn't even notice them there. And then 14 and 15 for the Slave Infantry. Liskif, right? I don't know. 97. I apologize if I am enunciating your handle wrong. 468. Tough time. 2 for his general. Oh boy. 15 for the Azat Knights. 37 for the Hellenic Cav. Cataphracts. 8 for the Median Cav. 0, 0, 0, and 0 for the Persian Light Archers and Eastern Slingers. That's them dogs, man. He just tore right into them. 0, 6, 45, 0, and 0 for the Hellmen and Eastern Spearmen. Once again, those were the dogs. Just absolutely annihilating those units. 74 and 66 for the Thorax Pikes, and then 20, 73, 52, and 68 for the Thorax Swords. And then Kyle Perry, 19, getting 2,304 kills, 256 for his general, 131 and 5 for Heavy Horse, 14 and 92 for the Light Horse, 96 and 191 for the Axe Warriors, 50, 30, 35, and 20 for the Celtic Warriors, 4, 66, 7, and 32 for the Lady Freeman, 343 for the other Oathsworn units, well done there, and then the Sword Followers, Warriors, 241, 291, 229, and 171. Nice. Well done across the board for everybody in this here battle. Very, very cool. Always impressive to see War Dogs get triple digits, but yeah, never. I guess you should never really count out. So I guess the moral of the story here is if you see someone load in with 6 units of War Dogs, you should assume that they know what they're doing. Oh shit! Because I feel like most people would see 6 units of War Dogs and be like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking easy." No, it's not. But anyway, that's going to be it for me, folks. I hope you had a good time watching this one. I know I did. And as always, with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.